More and more countries are beginning to view the Chinese regime's advances with concern. The communist regime's main target is Taiwan, and this threat is putting other countries in the region and the rest of the world on alert. Now, an Indo-Pacific heavyweight has taken note and is going to increase its defense spending to cope with any advance on its territory. Let's take a look at how Japan plans to prepare for an eventual Chinese escalation. As reported by Radio Free Asia, Japan launched a national security strategy, and it has designated China an unprecedented strategic challenge and is increasing defense spending to meet the new challenges. The CCP has already issued a preemptive response, with the foreign ministry spokesman accusing Tokyo of, quote, ignoring facts and hyping up the China threat. In the previous security strategy formulated in 2013, Japan described China's external posture and military activities as a matter of concern. Of course, the change in language has been criticized in China's state media as aggressive and provocative. The ruling Liberal Democratic Party of Japan and its coalition partner, Komeito, reached an agreement on November 30th on preliminary revisions to the three security documents: National Security Strategy, National Defense Strategy, Defense Force Readiness Plan. The changes also include details of Japan's plan for a major upgrade of its defense capabilities in what many see as the country's largest military buildup since World War II. The new strategy sparks in existing geopolitical tensions and flashpoints, including the war in Ukraine, potential conflict risks over Taiwan, the situation on the Korean Peninsula, and territorial disputes in the South China Sea. In addition, it calls for boosting Japan's counterattack capabilities, a notable shift away from the pacifist doctrine that has become the center of Japan's international policies for 70 years. It should be noted that the ruling party called, in its April recommendations, for a tougher approach to the CCP's growing assertiveness, documented by frequent incursions into the waters near the Senkaku Islands, controlled by Tokyo but also claimed by Beijing, which calls them Diaoyu. Japan also supports the U.S. Indo-Pacific strategy, in which U.S. policymakers noted that the CCP's, quote, coercion and aggression spans the globe and it is most acute in the Indo-Pacific. However, the ruling coalition stopped short of using the word threat when describing China in the national security strategy and instead designated it as strategic challenge. While some analysts criticize Japan's use of the word threat while referring to China, some others see the move as a major breakthrough in Japan's dealings with Chinese authorities. There is the case of Rena Sasaki, an East Asia security analyst based in Washington, D.C., who told Radio Free Asia that Japan seems to have come out of this state of complacency towards China. Describing China as a strategic challenge in the new national security strategy is a break with the usual accommodating attitude towards China for economic gains, not the least of which is that China is Japan's largest trading partner.